Good evening, guys. Welcome to Amen Acres Homestead. Tonight I'm going to work on getting the stove cleaned out, which is on the other side of this wall, for the summer. What I've got to do is clean all the ashes out of the inside of the stove. Then I want to go through and clean the pipes, get all the creosote and stuff out of it. And I just thought I'd bring you along with me and show you my steps that I do to get our stove ready for the summertime. Come along and follow. So the first thing I've got to do is take that bottom of the steel off there of the chimney so I can start cleaning. So one of the things you got to watch about when you take this off is there is actually sharp metal exposed edge. You can cut yourself on this real quick. So always stay towards the center. It just twists and comes off. The main reason you've got to clean your pipes out is because of this stuff right here. It's called soot. It comes from the burning of the wood. As you can see, we've had some pretty heavy rains here lately, and it's been raining down my pipe. But all that right there, if it gets built up enough, it can ignite and start a fire. Now that I have that off, let's look up the chimney there. I don't know if you can see or not. There's a little bit of a buildup, as you can see all the way through. It's really bad whenever you get to the point that it's plugged it up. First thing I'm going to do, go ahead and hook up my drill piece. Probably you can't see it, but I've got my extra pieces sitting over here. And all they do is snap together like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of them together. Get them started up in there. Hook my drill up. And then we'll go to town. Put this on the slowest speed. Hopefully you can see that soot come flying out. Kind of looks like this black dust. Now, hopefully you can see right here, there's little clips that spring in and out. And what that does is that slips into the hole on the opposite end to give it this turn. So when I go to put another one in, where my drill's at, I've got to push that in and pull that off so I can add another piece to it. Becomes kind of a balancing act real quick. Hopefully you can see this. Push, click. See if that goes all over there. So there I am touching the top of my pipe. And I'll let it go for a little while just to make sure I get all of it out. You notice that I'm going, and now there's nothing coming out. So. Now comes the fun part. I've got to actually try to turn it and go in the house a little bit. And I usually just go down with 1 on. And I think I'm going to stay on 2. Well, hopefully you can see most of that nice and clear. As you've seen, I added my pieces and run them all the way to the top, and I start from the top down and work back and back. You'll notice I didn't use the drill when I turned it in because it's a good 90-degree turn. It's kind of tight, but I can turn it by hand, pull down. And now I'll go inside, and I'm actually disassembling my pipes on the inside, and I'll bring the ones that I can outside to clean those with this part, and I will run the thing by hand back the other way, and then I also take a vac and clean inside there to try to get as much of that as I can out. Then I will go down into the stove and start cleaning and working there. So let me wash a little bit of this off, and I'll meet you inside and we'll start taking pipes apart. Alright, now we're at the stove. First thing I'm going to do, bring it closer so you can see it. After a while, your glass gets covered with stuff, ashes and soot and stuff. Learned this trick from a couple people, especially a guy named Kyle that's up in Michigan. It's got Kyle's Cabin, YouTuber. Take a little bit of the ashes, and you can take and wet your towel down a little bit and use the ashes and scrub it, and it'll clean all that stuff off of there. Hoping to get it done with one. May have to get another one. We'll come back with the dry one. Okay. There's the first time through. You can already see it looks a lot better. And there it is. Cleans it up real nice. Alright, next part is I'm going to take all these pipes out so I can clean around those. Get the stuff off the top of the stove so it's out of the way. Now you notice I got a pair of these fans. They all they do is as the heat comes in, it picks it up and it'll make them spin, and they just sit there and slowly spin. And they help a lot of spreading that heat out. I didn't know that they would do that much of it, so I bought two of them. And I tell you what, it'll move the stuff around. And I also have this little magnet thing that sits on the pipes and tells you. So you got too cool, creosote, your optimum, and if it gets too hot. And usually I'm in between those two right there most of the time. Sometimes it drops just below it, but we've never had too much problems. And even these pipes inside, hope you can see it, has creosote in it. Now this piece here, I added, I think it was last year. What it does is it's got a fan mover on the back that you plug in. So I can get loose in the pipe. So as I bring it over, hopefully you can you can kind of see them, but they have tubes crossed here that catch the heat, and you see those tubes are open and the fan blows through it. So that helps put even more heat out into the house. Alright, things are going to get a little noisy now because I'm going to turn on the vacuum, my shop vac, and I'm going to clean out that pipe. Now it's down to doing the inside, getting all the ashes out, cleaning it out as best we can. Get ready for next year. Now, we did a lot of searching on this stove, trying to find one that would do us good, safe. It wasn't just something that would break the bank. And when we did all of our search on this, we found this one, which is a New Englander, which I thought was kind of ironic since it's made in USA and named after England. It's rated EPA. It's mobile home safe. It's supposed to do up to 1,800 square feet. And it's, when you got it full and get this right here is part of the Cadillac part of it, converter, pulled out. Once you get your fire going and everything, when you pull this out, once you get the fire going good, it can last 6 to 8 hours. Now, that also depends on what kind of wood you're putting in it. We're lucky to be in the Midwest where there's a lot of hardwoods, a lot of oak. That's one of the better ones, they say, and it is one of the better ones to burn. And you can put this thing down and get it going. And it never got, super cold last year on it, so we didn't have it completely filled. I mean, I did this the first year. We had some really cold temperatures. I could fill that whole thing up, and literally the next morning, all you had to do is put a couple more pieces more wood on it, and you was good to go. We'll let this thing get it semi good one going, shut it all down when we have to go to work, come home at night, and there may not be any wood in there, and there's just some ashes, it looks like, but you'll notice that those fans, which one of them is supposed to turn on around 120 something, the other one's between 100 and 140, they'll still be turning. So you know at the outside of this thing, which is heavy steel, you still got some heat coming off of it, which is really nice. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start vacuuming all that up, and I'm going to actually take the bricks out along the bottom and get all the excess dust and everything out of there. Now you notice I took these bricks out kind of in order, and I can't really see it now, but I laid them in order because they got to go back to the same spot they come out of. Some of them you won't get out because they're actually glued to the side. Now they make replacement fire grips for these. Alright guys, I've got the inside clean. Went out and hand cleaned the other pieces. It's not a real hard job to get your stove ready for the next year. The worst part about it is you're going to get dirty. There's just no way to not get this on you. So don't fret about it, it washes off. So now I'm going to start putting them back together. I've got all the insides in. I'm going to put the pipes back on and together, and it'll be buttoned up. Well, there you go guys. Another job done, except for the final cleanup, which is sweeping and cleaning around what little bit fell on the floor. Like I said, there is no way to do this without getting some of it on you. Just go on it, go with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of this video. Please reach down there and hit that like button, give the thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments. What's some of the stuff that you do if you got a wood stove? Something you do different. Maybe there's something extra I should be doing, but this has worked so far for us. Yeah, I do know I've got some screws I got to put in, but I'm going to leave those out right now because I'm thinking about changing the pipes out, but I may not. I started off with a double liner in here, and this is a single liner, and don't know which one I like better, but we'll get towards winter and we'll decide on that. I thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take it easy, guys. Bye.